trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bins and I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag.
hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, mostly yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, safe to say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes to throw on second down. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On the toss, this is Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ace! Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. McConnell's got it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to power through, and he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Muhammad Wilkerson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And some room to work. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Hut. Hut, hut.
Now a toss play. Here's Adams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Okay, Paul, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end. 4 down. 4 down. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Ace. Ace.
A first carry now. This is Williams. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being...
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Zing.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 56 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Mahomes hit, he lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Mahomes going for the deep ball. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now here's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Huck. Huck. Huck.
They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Josh Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on third down, Watson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. First target, first catch, and a first down. Yeah, 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now a first down throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Green, blue 45, blue 45.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes will try again on second down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's going to let it go again. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for six.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
On 1st and 10, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And then he goes with a juke. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want the length of the drive.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Now Foreman, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Carlos Watkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Ready, green.
On 1st down, Adams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Here's Foreman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. D. Ford in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Watson off play action. Breaks through the cut. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Texans add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Down! Black 22!
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Richmond!
3rd and 2, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Green 39. Green 39. All day, baby, all day.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Green 90. Green 90. Z.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire